This week on New Homes Guide TV, we join Sasha's design masterclass. Carole and Russell stick a picture on the wall.
Now drop the left hand a little bit.
Carole.
And how you can revolutionise mealtime with the good old Ziploc bag. Hit it out of the park with this one.
Welcome to World of Renovation.
You're always whinging about what I do.
I want to show him up any chance I can.
Hey WA, welcome back to New Homes Guide TV, where each week we bring you all the ideas and inspiration you need to build, renovate and create your dream home. First up, let's see what Russell and Carole have been up to this week.
Carole had this request come down to put some pickle wall up at the Pullman's Resort down Bunker Bay.
The lunchroom for the staff here is pretty unattractive. So we were really happy to get in there, get every single thing out and load some amazing pickle wall up there.
Found out about this Pickle Wall product, and we were lucky to have Carole and Russell to come on in to install that for us.
Straight up, we've got into measurements and setting it out the wall, and Carole's not real good with numbers and figures.
We had 10 sheets to put up and there was a minimal fuss, considering I had to work with Russell.
It comes like sheets that go 1 to 10, and Carole said we need to put them on 10 to 1.
Russell was bossy, really bossy.
So a quick phone call to Pickle Wall in Melbourne, and what did they say? No, Carole, put them on 1 to 10. That's what it says in the instructions. So, yeah, 1 to me. Yeah.
Now drop the left hand a little bit.
Carole.
It's most important to get number 1 straight, because otherwise everything just is all off.
Yeah, well, Pickle Wall's a sticky base. It's like a vinyl.
It's reusable, so you can actually keep the backing and take it off and put it back on the backing and take it to another house if you wanted to.
You get online and there's millions and millions of images. Take a photo yourself of anything you think of, you can put it onto Pickle Wall.
Russell had the gravity trick, and it did work, much to my surprise.
The gravity of the sheet, get it right at the top and let the sheet fall. It should fall straight, and it worked, yeah. Worked good next 5 sheets until Carole had to go, and then we went offline.
And he forgets that I am the boss. But today he was trying to be boss. But we got the job done in the end anyway. Beautiful, love it.
To be able to bring that image into our staff room really helps, I guess, set the tone for the staff too, to understand why the guests are here and what they're enjoying.
I'm super happy with the final product. We've put some really natural furniture in there to go with the outside environment.
So the people can just sit down and enjoy, as Carole says, have a lap lunch or something. I don't know what that is, but yeah, so it's all, I'm not into design, but the girls have set it up really nice in there.
For more information, go to newhomesguide.com.au. This block of 6 apartments used to be a rundown home owned by Corin Harrison, but a few years back he discussed the idea with his wife Kylie to develop the 649 square metre block and sell the units. Plus there were some changes to the local zoning laws, so they decided to give it a go.
We actually saw the opportunity to develop the property because of the multi-unit codes that were being introduced by the government at the time.
They approached several builders, but say they chose Integrity Developments after they provided a feasibility quote which laid out all of the expected development costs.
That really made us confident in making that decision going forward, that we could actually afford to do it and that it was a worthwhile exercise to do, because they gave us an idea of what profit we could make.
All of the apartments have now been sold.
I'd expect a good finish from most builders, but their finishes are impeccable. We've had a lot of people comment since they've been built.
It's actually quite common for people to work together when developing units. Sometimes one person will provide the land and the other the capital to build. That's exactly what happened with these duplexes. They're getting their final touches before the new owners move in. One of the owners thought she'd never be able to afford a new home, but her daughter joined in on the project to help her out.
They've done basically a house and land swap where the mum's given the daughter the land and the daughter's given mum a new house, and they're now occupying brand new houses.
And Kevin says there are many houses which have this potential.
The zoning rules have changed recently over the last 5 years, so people who are sitting on one house or one block of land are now finding out they actually can build 2 or 3, and it's allowing them to downsize and unlocks the true potential, which gives them financial security.
After the break, Home Group WA's newest luxury kitchen.
Is that what you're getting with the kitchen?
100%.
See you soon. G'day and welcome back to New Homes Guide TV. I have slipped out of the studio and into what many consider to be the heart of the home, the kitchen. And one bloke who has put plenty of heart into this particular kitchen is Chris. How does a bloke like yourself and a kitchen like this get so close?
Well, any good designer talks to their clients, and I've asked a lot of questions. We've done a lot of research and development as to what our clients would like in homes. Big island bench is the first thing. Everyone surrounds around the island bench, and that's a big part of every kitchen. And obviously easy access for cooking appliances, and like I said, lots of storage.
I find the same thing. You get people around to your house and you spend 7 hours around the kitchen bench. Chris, you must be pretty proud of the way this has worked out for you.
I'm very proud of how the kitchen's come out, and to be honest, there's nothing more fulfilling when I see clients walk in for that first time and tell me their thoughts on it.
You got a couple of interested parties on their way in, actually. Hey Dan, Claudia.
Do you mind if I show you a couple of features of the kitchen?
Of course, please. I want something that does have the wow factor, something that's a little bit more luxurious.
So Claudia's expectations for a kitchen are very high. She is quite fussy and hard to please at times.
I'm definitely fussy when it comes to kitchens.
When Claudia looks at this kitchen for the first time, I think the first thing she's going to see is the luxury. It's in a new super matte finish, which is right on trend at the moment. Double ovens as well. You've got a big 900 hot plate behind you. All the appliances are upgraded already, so you don't need to upgrade from these anymore.
Yeah, definitely a lot of features which I like. And that sink, is that what you're getting with the kitchen?
100%. So this sink's an undermount sink. As you can see, the bench top comes over the top, but you also get this commercial style tap as well. So yeah, again, everything's upgraded because this is our luxury kitchen, and the idea with this was we wanted everything to be upgraded already. Right. So it's the epitome of luxury. I think the kitchen design for the family lifestyle is perfect. I mean, you've got a separate area for the kids here on the island bench. They could be doing their homework while you're cooking in the kitchen, preparing the meals.
About a good look, if you had to pick one thing, what really blows you away?
Oh, I have to say, one thing is this bench top. I mean, I've never seen something that's so big with so much space. I mean, it just works perfectly. First reaction is, I cannot believe that this is the kitchen that could be on offer that we could potentially have. It is amazing.
I couldn't stop smiling, and I didn't believe that this was something that was part of, I suppose, the base.
Chris, it seems like you've just hit it out of the park with this one. Claudia and Dan are very happy. Now, just before we go, those 3 things that people should really remember when designing a kitchen are...
Storage is a big part, so having the space for storage, easy access to all of your appliances. You want to be able to get to the fridge, to the hot plate, to the ovens pretty quickly and pretty easily.
Is that the golden triangle?
Golden triangle, yes.
Nice.
That's right. The big island bench, I think, would be the third one, is that entertaining area, because you can imagine the kids doing their homework while you're preparing your dinner, because everyone really does spend most of their time in the kitchen.
Storage, function and fun.
Perfect.
Sounds good to me, mate. Thanks. See you, Chris.
See you, mate.
For more information, go to newhomesguide.com.au.
There are solar panels popping up everywhere. In fact, 1 in 5 homes have them installed. But do more panels really mean more savings? The answer might surprise you.
Common myth is that oversizing your system will have a good payback period. It's really important to look at your consumption and match the system size to your consumption habits.
To get the most out of your panels, customers should try to use the energy first, rather than exporting it back to the grid. Synergy says another misconception is you can disconnect from the grid with solar panels. But that's not quite true, because solar only works during the day when the sun is shining. And most homes and businesses will need to draw energy from the grid in the evening. But there are still some savings to be had and some great benefits when the balance is right. Kim has a young family and knows how important it is to save money.
We have reduced down to one income, so yeah, we definitely look at ways to reduce our spending.
So 2 years ago, she installed solar.
We had our air conditioning installed because we had no heating or cooling, and we had a massive bill, so that prompted us to look into the solar panels.
Kim says she's managed to save around $1,000 in a year.
It's been fantastic. We've probably reduced our electricity bill by almost half.
To get these sorts of savings, it's clear Kim has completely changed the way her family are using power, and they are maximising their solar investment. However, Synergy says not every household is getting the most out of their solar panels.
Often people think that when they get solar, they can really dial up their energy use and use as much as they want. It's still important to monitor your energy use.
One of the best ways to maximise the solar investment is to use energy whilst the panels are producing the most output.
During the day, we have a display on our solar system where it tells us how much kilowatt it's producing. So when it's maximising that, then we use our dishwasher.
And changing your behaviour to suit, you could really reduce your energy bill. The best advice is to do some research first. So head over to the Synergy website for more tips and helpful hints.
Solar is a marriage, not a speed date. And whilst solar could save you money off your bill from the moment they're installed, it will still take a little while for the system costs to pay itself off.
Up next, Sasha's design masterclass.
I'm going to bring Art Deco back into the modern century in Perth.
See you soon. Welcome back. Now, how much fun is interior design? And if you get it right, wow, it can totally change your home. Now, this week, our cameras join Sasha de Breton for her design masterclass. Sasha explains how to go from to ooh la la.
I think my students are going to get what's hot on trend across the world, how to actually use the basic principles to create a harmonious design.
I want to learn about how to pull all the elements of interior design together so it's harmonious, also on trend, not too risky, appeals to a broad market and for a good budget.
Today I'm teaching my masterclass on interior design. Everybody wants to live in a beautiful home. If the home looks dated, if the floor plan is bad, it's dysfunctional, and people get quite miserable. So by having a stunning interior design, it makes them feel comfortable in the home and it enhances their lifestyle.
I love how she's giving back. So she's actually taking the time out of her busy life to give back and inspire more people to create beautiful spaces and add value to their homes.
And we're going to cover topics such as what are the latest trends coming out of Europe, beautiful new colours coming into vogue. Colours at the moment, so millennial pink, the colour of that cushion is the big on trend, a little bit like your top, Barbara. It's a gorgeous pink. And then we're going to have a look at an Art Deco interior design, because I'm going to bring Art Deco back into the modern century in Perth. It was a 1920s, 1930s, beautiful, glamorous style. You can pull it into the wallpapers, so that's a beautiful wallpaper that can make quite a stunning statement behind a dining room. I think they're going to be very inspired, invigorated and motivated and want to come back for more.
I love interior design, anything to do with design. I'm a perfectionist, and today I actually wanted to see Sasha. She's a massive inspiration to me.
I'm sort of wondering where things are going with 70s brick. I'm loath to actually cover up my walls because I'm kind of feeling like it's getting to be quite retro.
There's certain bricks that were built that still look good today, and others that can tell it's a telltale sign of a dated home. So then you do want to cover it up. So you could choose to do a feature wallpaper wall. You could also clad, like we've got some beautiful timber cladding. Gone are the days, the old bold bright colours of reds and blues and yellows. We want nice neutral palettes and warmth. So we can have soft whites and soft lattes, but not cold greys. If you're going to renovate and you've got limited budget, get your inside done because that's where you spend 95% of your time, where you walk in the front door and you're going to see the inside, not the outside. But that's only going to shoot the value up to a certain percentage. When you complete the outside to the inside, that's when your value is going to come up and say, right, now it looks modern from the outside, modern from the inside.
It was certainly a tweak that I hadn't considered about how you can build value as a tax strategy in your primary residence.
Because I think if you're renovating, you're essentially leading and running a team of people, and that the importance of that, I think, really came across today.
If there's no soul and personality in the interior design, that's what you need to create. And that is what will shoot the value of the property up hundreds of thousands, make you fall in love with your home and enhance your lifestyle.
For more information, go to newhomesguide.com.au.
These two trucks are starting a journey from Perth to a small country town. And on the back of each truck is half a modular home. They'll be dropped off, put back together to make a complete house.
A modular home is a house that's prefabricated off-site in a manufacturing facility and then transported to site and installed for the clients.
Pindan produce around 25 of these modular homes a year. They can be sent as far as a mine site in the Kimberley, out to a remote community in the Eastern Goldfields, or to a farm in the Great Southern.
Pindan make all their modular homes at this warehouse in Orange Grove. And the building process is quick.
In building the house, it's only 12 weeks in the yard, and then we deliver it to site, and about 4 weeks it's ready to live in.
This particular home is off to Cunderdin to be a short stay facility for hospital patients and their visiting family. Once it's gyprocked back together, tradies such as electricians and plumbers will connect the home and it'll be ready to be lived in. But a home like this can have many uses. They are popular for people living in regional or remote areas and certainly more affordable compared to the standard brick home.
But once you get out into the country, the build costs are a lot more expensive out there. So building something prefabricated in a yard is a lot cheaper, and we can get it to site a lot quicker.
If they've got good land and they don't have the time or the finance to build their dream house, they can put a building like this on there as a short-term measure.
The homes can be custom designed and you can always add onto the home.
It's quite easy just to put another module on to create another sort of living area or another 2 bedrooms, or if your family grows.
But it's not just the country residents who are buying these homes. It could be as simple as adding a granny flat to your suburban home, a second story, or just a temporary home, office or classroom.
Up next, out with the Barbie, in with the plastic bag. The surprising secret to the perfect steak and the man changing lives, one bin at a time. Now, if I talk about sous vide cooking, that might sound like something pretty fancy. Best left to the top chefs, you might say, but not anymore. The latest innovations in home cooking mean that you can master this style of French cuisine easily in your own kitchen.
Now to get the rundown on what sous vide is all about, I thought I would talk to an accomplished chef.
The French used to cook things in like pig's bladders and stuff like that, so they say that's sort of the true origin of it.
Brenton Pike has worked in highly successful kitchens around Australia, but now has his own restaurant, the Market Eating House. So here's how it works. Food is placed into a plastic bag. It's vacuum sealed and then slow cooked in hot water. Brenton says there are 2 advantages to this style of cooking. For vegetables normally cooked in water, the sealed bag keeps the flavour in.
In a vacuum packed bag, all of that goodness and all of that flavour is retained within the bag and within the carrot, and it's not washed away. Or so yeah, you can get a superior flavour.
The other benefit is that when cooking meats, you can make sure it's just right.
And being able to cook the entire piece of meat to medium rare without actually overcooking the outside before the inside gets to the required temperature.
So we know great restaurants have used the sous vide cooking method for a long time. But did you know you could also cook with this method at home? New appliances are now available and make it a lot easier to achieve in your own kitchen. so keep an eye out for an appliance that can cook sous vide.
Now let's meet the king of bins, Aaron Baker.
Now, if you're about to start on a serious renovation, you're going to need a king-size bin, and you couldn't choose a better bin or business than King Bins. That's because there's so much more going on here than just collecting the rubbish. Ethan Penny is working on a picking station, which will change the way this business works.
It's basically a processing plant. It processes rubble from plastics to all your different types of general rubbish.
All waste collected from the skip bins is recycled. In the past, it was separated by hand, but that's just the start of the great innovations happening here. This business was started by Aaron Baker.
In day-to-day life at King Bins, it's rubbish. No, but with all jokes aside, it's a great place to work. It's a great family-first atmosphere.
Aaron puts his heart and soul into the business and helps the community as much as he can. And it's not just the rubbish that's getting a new lease on life here.
We have an arrangement with a group called Nulla. We source ex-offenders, Indigenous personnel and also people with disabilities to give them an opportunity to get into the workplace and make a difference, start to become pro-social.
And Aaron should know, life hasn't always been easy. But he's turned his life around and now trying to help others do the same.
The reason I've got such a passion for helping people is because my background, I'm an ex-offender, and getting out of prison, you realise that there isn't much in the way of opportunity.
Aaron's made his own, and the humble bin business has helped turn things around.
Aaron's passion, work ethic and community mindfulness seem to be the right mix. His bin business is booming.
King Bins Waste Management started off as just King Bins. We had 1 truck and 20 rusted out bins. We've grown that in 18 months to 4 trucks and about 140 bins now.
Aaron's just so easy. He's really approachable, really nice to talk to, and he understands the urgency. When you need something now, he makes it happen.
The picking station is now busy sorting rubbish and lives. Aaron and his team are keen to see the business expand, so if you need a bin, give him a call.
Well, thanks for being a part of the show. We'll see you here next week on New Homes Guide TV. Bye for now.